On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You can look at this Bronco defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10.
Bronco 80.
Willis looking to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for it. Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Fairbairn in the kickoff for Houston.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And this is showing faith in a running back who just lost a fumble a minute ago. There's return for a touchdown. Now some coaches might let him think about on the bench for a bit, but he's right back out there. They're showing that they have confidence in him.
To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Willis out of the gun. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Come on. Hit. 19 Tiger.
Willis. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And out of bounds right around the 20. The Texans at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Noel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Throwing Nix. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Nix from the shotgun. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now it's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Nix to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Sutton. Here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Texans 14, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Project, this ain't what you want.
Ready, break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Two. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Willis looks to pass it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
70. Mustang 19. Type, 19 type. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Willis to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, a
over the crossbar.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
1st down, Denver.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, that work with a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a 1st down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Now 2nd and 5. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Nix. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the 1st down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand.
For the Broncos field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
65 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 24, Broncos 10. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In motion goes the tight end.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey.
So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let's go!
Willis looking to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Come 19! Come 19!
Here's Willis.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Viking at 60 Mavericks. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun, here's Willis. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another night.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Flag. A kick. Cougar 19.
Willis will look to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess you have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Ready up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Get up. Bronco 19 Lions.
Back to throw, Willis. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
70.
To throw, here's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really have no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Operating from the gun. Nix toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack means it's third and goal now from the 10. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. They'll try and do this. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go, here we go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. They find some open field here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Get it! Panther 60, Panther 60! Trap 50, trap 60!
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here's
Willis. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. A partner, he has has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to the air with Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Once more with Harvey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Over the middle, it's complete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Come on, come on.
Willis looking to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 43. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be... man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tyler Bidet. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Willis. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Willis. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go. 70-10 more.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And they take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense.